Second video in one day. Crazy, right? Okay, so today I'm going to be, well, it's the same day, but today I'm going to be doing the part 2 to how to knit. In this video I'm going to be still using this little bit of knitting that I did before so that I can show you how to purl and how you can end your knitting. So how to purl it's the same as knitting, apart from you knit on one side and the other side goes blank. So let me show you. I'm going to show you how to purl, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. So how you purl, it's basically backwards of knitting. You get your other knitting needle, and instead of going up that way and being on the back, you go through the front and you have a cross like that. Then you get your string and you wrap it round the needle again. So I've got my string, I put it through these two here and then round. And then you can see I have this little bit there. You probably can't really see, but what you've got to do is you have this string going over here, and you get your needle and you go over the string like you do with normal knitting, but you just go over it. And then you pull. And the first one may look a little bit strange, but on the first one you always get like two. So then on the next one, sorry, my knitting needles are scraping a lot. And then you keep on getting your string and you just do that again. You go round and over, and then you go through, but this time you're only going to get one back. So now I've already got three, even though I only did two, but that's alright, that's normal. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, my thing's like, Anyway, so what you do next is you keep on doing that. And, yeah. So, I'm just going to finish this row. And then I'm going to do a row of knitting, so that you can see the difference between a row of knitting and a row of purling. And by the way, purling is spelt P-U-R-L. Yeah. It's not pearl like the pearl that you'll get under the ocean. It's pearl with a U instead of an E-A. It's not really important. It's just a fact. So, fact of the day. Fun, right? Okay. So here I've done this little bit of knitting. And you can see that on this side. So if I zoom in slightly closer, there is knitting on the other side like this one. It's just plain. Now this time I'm going to do a row of knitting like this, just normal knitting, and then you'll see the difference on both sides. So yeah, I'm just going to keep on knitting. And by the way, once you've done knitting for a while, you sort of get a good flow and you can do it quite quickly. But if you don't get this flow when it takes a long time at the beginning, don't get annoyed, because that won't help you any. So yeah, my Mrs. Advice today, right? Fun. Yeah. So I'm getting to the end here, and I've got this one of two. But if you're gonna knit afterwards, what I usually do is I do the one, and because it's attached, I just do that one as well. So you end up with an extra little rung. So here, you can see that I've got knitting, and it does get slightly smaller, which I always find really weird like that. But if you stretch it out, it'll be the same size. And on the other side, you can see that it's not been knitted. That is how you purl. I'm going to do it one more time so that you can see. And I know it's quite hard for you to like see, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my camera in, so it's like slightly further down. Oh, and now it's wobbling. Well, yeah. And then I'm just going to go back and do the purling. I haven't got like a set position of how I like to have my hands like that yet, because I actually learned how to purl 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, just knocked my camera. But yeah, it really doesn't take that long to master knitting, because I learnt purling a week ago, and I already know the pattern. I'm not like a master at it, but no, nobody would be a master at it, but I can do it. So yeah. Getting close to the end here. Oh my gosh, sorry, I hit my camera again. So yeah, just going to keep on purling, and purling. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now that you've seen it up close, I'm just going to move my camera out because I keep on whacking it and it's not in a very helpful position for me. So, yeah. So, yes, once you've finished knitting as much as you want, you always get like the same sort of little rung, even if it's a different stitch, it'll always be the same sort of length. And yeah, what I just said didn't really make much sense, but you don't really need to know that bit. Okay, so once you've done as much knitting as you want to, for me, I mean, as I said before in the first part, this is just practice so I can end it wherever I want. But what I'm going to do, how you end it. So I'm going to teach you this now. What you do is you knit one, like normal. You knit it so that you've got one on this side. Then you knit another one, just like normal. And once you've got two, you put this needle here, you put it through the bottom one, and you bring it over the top, like that. And then you get another one, so that you've always got two. You've always got to have two on this one. So you get that. Let me show you again. You put the needle through, you have it, and then you get this needle and put it over. Okay, then I'm going to knit one more time and put it through, and then go. Oh my gosh, and then go over. So yeah, you just keep on doing that, and it ends up looking really pretty, like so. Wait, let me drop that for a bit. That's what it looks like, the top bit. That's my first bit of knitting, and it gives you a nice clean straight line across the top. And yeah, so just keeping on doing it. I'm getting close now. So at the end, once you've finished doing all the other ones, what you want to do is you want to, so I'm nearly at the end. So on the last one, you knit it the same as the other ones, like that, so that you've got the two. Then you get the bottom one, and as you always do, you pull it over the top. And then you see how, so it doesn't look very neat on here because I ended with the purl, but you see how it's got this little line here? Yeah, that's what it looks like. And once you've got the last one, that will be your last bit. And what you need to do is you need to get out some scissors, like this, and cut off a decent length, maybe about this much, like that. Put the rest of the wool aside. So that last video ended a little bit abruptly, but what you do now is you get this bit of string and you wrap it over the top so that it looks like you've got two, but you've really only got one and this bit wrapped over. And then you get this as usual and you pull it over the top. And then I know what you're thinking. Wait, do you just keep on doing that? Is that going to be endless? But no, what you do now is, because this has got an end and this is on here, you pull it like that and then you tighten it. And there's your bit of knitting. You can chop off the ends so that they look a bit neater. I still don't know how you're meant to tuck this bit in. I will do a video on that in the future because I know that sort of leaves it badly. But yeah, if you're doing knitting, it's a really nice little exercise you can do. My one does look a bit messy, but maybe next video I will show you a bit of knitting that I've done that looks a little bit neater than this. So yeah, please keep on knitting because it's a real. Sorry, there are people shouting out in the corridor. If you can hear that, deeply apologise. But yeah, so once you've done that, this is basically your knitting. Here's the purl stitch, here's what you learned in the first video, and yeah, hope you do some more knitting soon, and bye.